Welcome to Narrow Ground Entertainment. I'm Steve the Unimpressed. This is Steve Solo's Minecraft episode 16. I am down in my mines, and I am struggling a little bit today. Now, I know that somewhere in these mines I have located a regular spider spawner. The ones that are actually in the mines like this spawn the poisonous spiders. I found one around this mine somewhere that is actually in a dungeon instead, and those spawn the regular spiders like you get on the surface, which are larger and not poisonous. And I've been trying to find it down here, and I can't. It's been quite a while since I was in these mines, and I don't remember how to get back to the thing. I've reached the point now where I've decided that what I'm going to do to try and find it is start systematically clearing out all of this mine. I'm going to clear out all of these supports, all the blocks in the roof, just everything, so that I can easily see what I have cleared out and what I haven't. So that regardless of what amount of lighting I have left around, I know, okay, this is the area where I've thoroughly explored and this is the area where I haven't. I've already started that process down here, and while I was doing that, I actually happened across a slime chunk. One thing I may do in this episode, depending on how long some of the other stuff I want to do in this episode takes me to get done, is go and hollow out that entire chunk so that spawns can slime relatively freely there. No, the other way around. So that slimes can spawn relatively freely there. Which of course will allow me to gather slime, which is a useful thing. So it won't be an actual farm yet, but it'll just be somewhere where I can go where I know that slimes will spawn, and I'll be able to kill them and collect the slime. Before that, though, I have some other things to get done. One of the major ones being doing some enchanting, because I have 36 levels right now, which means I can enchant several things at high level enchantments, level 30 enchantments. And I would like to get a more powerful bow. You can see the one that I have been using lately has higher durability than it did, so I've actually been using it, and the mending effect has been repairing it over time. I'm not planning to get rid of this one just yet. I'll probably try to combine it with a more powerful bow eventually to get the mending enchantment on the more powerful bow, but to do that I need a more powerful bow to start with. So I'm probably going to go and enchant a couple of bows, since I don't have the diamonds to make any diamond tools that I would want to get more powerful enchantments on eventually. In addition to the bows, I should actually be able to get my enchanted pickaxe squared away now. After the last episode ended, I did keep refreshing the trading options for that librarian, and eventually he came up with the mending enchantment, so I'm now able to buy books with the mending enchantment. I've also been enchanting some diamond pickaxes off camera, and I now have enough of those built up so that I can combine the enchantments I want into one relatively powerful pickaxe. Once I'm done with the enchanting, I will need to get a melon farm set up, because in the process of clearing out some parts of this mine, I found enough melon seeds to get one of those started. The melon farms that I set up are pretty much identical to the pumpkin farm, so I probably won't spend a lot of time on camera on that, but I'll at least show you the finished result. After those two tasks, if there is time, I will come back here and clean out my slime, well, it's not exactly a farm, but my slime spawning area. I hear a skeleton. He's not showing himself, so I guess he gets to live for now. Okay, I am down to the temporary villager housing area, and Albert, our librarian, has a mending enchantment. One of the things about buying the enchantments is that you do have to provide the book for it. So if you come down without a book in your inventory, you won't be able to purchase an enchanted book. You have to give him the book. The 4 here represents the number of emeralds, and since we cured him from being a zombie, he will sell us the mending enchantment for a lot less than he otherwise would. That's the other reason why you may want to guarantee yourself a mending enchantment from a librarian that you have converted back from a zombie. Let's go ahead and buy that. I'm actually a little bit tempted to buy several, but I don't really need a stockpile of them with Albert in the basement. One other thing with my villagers, which I may or may not have... I don't remember if I showed on camera putting this fletching table in here or arranging these cells this way. These poor guys still don't have beds or workstations. I need to find a more permanent arrangement for my villagers because I don't have enough room down here to give them those things. However, Henry here has rendered my chickens obsolete. Henry will trade us arrows for 16 arrows for 1 emerald, which is not a bad price at all, and I have been buying a lot of arrows from him. That way I don't have to go and dig up tons of flint. I don't have to kill my chickens for feathers. The chickens are now just for food. So we're very glad to have Henry around. Now with the mending book, let's go back upstairs to the enchanting room, which of course I put all the way at the top of the house. Possible that I should have tried to get Albert up there, since I knew what I was planning to do with him all along. It's really not that big a distance to travel, though. Now, here are the other things that I have been saving. I still have a few diamonds, enough to make 1 more pickaxe, but I don't really need to enchant any more diamond pickaxes. I'm also going to grab out the lapis and these 3 unenchanted brand new bows that I have made. Since I have the levels to do it, I'm going to enchant, or make at least a couple enchantments from the enchanting table before I combine the pickaxes. I think that I'm going to grab this book enchantment, which I had known about previously. Looting 3 is one of the enchantments that I will definitely want on a diamond sword later. And you're never guaranteed to get the enchantment you want on a weapon from the enchanting table. Since it's right here to put on a book, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Then when I have a sword that I want to add the Looting 3 enchantment to, I will have the book ready for exactly that purpose. And Power 4 is something desirable on a bow, so I'm going to go ahead and take that enchantment as well. Let me see, Power 4 Punch 1, that's not too bad. Is there anything else good available on the bow? Punch 1 with the rest unknown. I don't think that's really worth it. What would I get on a book? Luck of the Sea 2. Pretty much already there for that one. I've got what I need for that. So now I'm going to turn my attention to combining my pickaxes, and we will see if I have enough levels to do what needs doing there. This brand new pickaxe that I have over here in the corner is the one that I got by pure luck out of the enchantment table, and that's the one that I want to upgrade a little bit. I believe the way that the combining system works for enchantments is that whatever you put in this left-hand slot is the base, and whatever enchantments are on the item you put in the right-hand slot are then added to it, and that determines how much it's going to cost to enchant it. However, I always go through and play with the different combinations a little bit. Yeah, that's much more expensive to try and find what the cheapest number of levels available is. So, costs 2 to add Mending to the pickaxe. It doesn't work the other direction at all with books. So I guess that's worth knowing. I don't really remember the math for this, but I know that when you know you're going to combine multiple items with one particular item, it's better to go for either the most expensive of the options first, or the lowest cost. I think that it is better over multiple enchantments to go with the highest one first. I'm not really sure, but it's not going to matter much in this case because I'm only doing 2 combinations. I do plan on adding a custom name to this, and the name that I usually give to this pickaxe combination, which will wind up being Efficiency 5, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending, is Thorin. After the dwarf from The Hobbit, of course. And then I also add a Roman numeral to the end, which currently is 4. Every time I lose one of these pickaxes in lava or to some accident somehow, I add 1 to the Roman numeral. Why do I do that? I don't know. It's just one of those things that I started doing and have kept doing over time. Let's add Mending. I think the math probably does work out so that it's better to do the more expensive enchantments first, because this has only gone up by 1 in enchantment cost. There, now I've got my excellent pickaxe that I've been trying to get for a while. This will probably mean I stop relying on stone pickaxes so much. I was doing that to prevent burning through my iron, and now I have a diamond pickaxe with mending, so I shouldn't be burning through any pickaxes at all. While I've been doing that, it has become night and the wandering trader has shown up, so I'm just going to go to sleep. The wandering trader, who somehow wound up in my house during the process of me going outside to kill that spider, has Podzol available. Podzol allows you to grow giant mushrooms from the brown and red mushrooms. Don't really remember all the rules for that. I know Podzol helps, and I have the emeralds to buy some, so I think I'm going to buy a few Podzol off the wandering trader. There. His llamas did not make it through the door and are apparently now dying. Yep, llamas are dead. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the leads and the leather that they left behind. Now that I have access to slime, I actually could make my own leads, but it's helpful to just have a couple around. Thanks. This guy is in the house making a nuisance of himself, so until I can get him to despawn, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the farms and set up the melon farm. The next question to answer is, of course, where am I going to put this melon farm? Because my farming area that I already have over here is kind of crowded. I'm going to kill this Enderman, though. I want that grass block back, buddy. There. Got an ender pearl, too. Which is convenient. I don't have access to a lot of those yet. Gonna need those in the future. Now that he's dealt with, what I think I'm going to do is remove this little bit of grass here and fill in here and put the melon farm up on this tier. That shouldn't interrupt my tree farming too much that I've been doing over here, and it'll mean that my melons are conveniently located right next to the rest of my farms. So let's go ahead and do that. There, one melon farm set up. I only had 9 seeds, so I don't have seeds all the way down yet. Let me just bone meal a few of these to maturity. That way they'll produce melons a little bit sooner, and I'll be able to get more seeds a little bit sooner. That's convenient. One of them decided to produce a seed immediately. Let me just grab that and make a few more seeds. That happened more quickly than I was expecting. Okay, that is going. I'm not going to sit here and collect melons and plant more seeds until the entire thing is filled up right now. I will do that later, probably after I finish recording. Since I've only been recording for a little over half an hour now, I think I will go back down to the basement and tackle that slime farm, which will also give me a chance to try out the new Thorin pickaxe. This area marked on each side with fences is the spot that I suspect that the slime chunk is in. I found the slime that I killed earlier right in this section here. Now, there's never really a guarantee that where you found a slime spawned underground is actually the slime chunk. However, in the 3x3x3 hallway here, it was having a lot of difficulty moving around, and I did wind up finding it pretty much in the center of where this proposed slime chunk is. And there's no better way to really find out for sure than to clear it out and see where the slimes spawn. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that now. And this pickaxe is much, much faster than anything I've been using before. That would be the result of the Efficiency 5 enchantment. When I get to the point where I have a beacon, that will become faster still. But beacons are quite a long way off yet for this series. I managed to get that all cleared out quite quickly. Not as quickly as with a beacon, but that's okay, we're not there yet. I did dig into another little section of mineshaft over here, but I'm not too worried about that. What I am going to do is get out my axe, cut up a few of these fence posts, and put those across the other mineshaft there so that nothing can get into our slime spawning area from that mineshaft. I'll probably go ahead and remove these as well in a little bit. I am going to deepen this by one more layer because I don't really remember how much space slimes need to spawn. I'm pretty sure they can spawn in 3x3x3 areas, but probably won't hurt the spawn rates if I dig it a little bit deeper. There, that is one layer deeper now, and in a moment I'm going to go away and see if I can test out whether I can get slimes to actually spawn in this now that it's cleared out. We'll see how much success I have. But before I do that, I'm going to come over here and extract this little bit of iron. I think I'll fill that in so that I have a level floor. Like that. Fill in that hole as well. And I'm also going to mine out this coal. One of the things I like about finally getting a Mending and Fortune pickaxe is that it doesn't feel like such a waste of enchanted pickaxe durability to mine out coal with a fortune pick. When the number of times that you can fortune a block is limited, it feels a bit wasteful to use it on coal because coal is, well, way too common for that. But when you have mending, mining coal with your fortune pickaxe actually repairs your pickaxe, so it feels productive. And then you have tons of coal, and you never run out of fuel. As far as inventory management when you're mining, it would be better to have a silk touch pickaxe to mine with, and then take it all back to the surface and use a fortune pickaxe on it there. However, I don't think I have any silk touch pickaxes yet, let alone one with mending, so that will be a goal for the future. For now, I'll be happy with this little bit of work, and let's see if we can get far enough away to give it a test run. Alright, I'm not having any luck getting slimes to spawn here right now, but that's okay. Even if they were spawning, I am completely out of inventory space to collect the slime. So, maybe it's for the best. I will have to check and make sure that I have remembered the conditions for spawning slimes correctly. It's possible that I have goofed something up in this design and they won't spawn here at all, or at least would only spawn infrequently, and this will need some more modification. Or the other possibility is that the local mob cap is taken up because I can hear quite a few zombies and skeletons around if I move just about any direction from here. So it could just be that there's already too many mobs in the game. I'm going to go back up to the surface and unload some of my excess inventory clutter into the Undercroft, which is in dire need of expanding. Fortunately, this pickaxe will make that much easier. Hopefully by the time I'm able to record the next episode, I will have located that other spider spawner down here that I was trying to find. My plan for that is to make it into a low-grade experience farm. Kind of like that guy. That way I will have plenty of experience on hand for enchanting things without having to do too much work to get it. This is the slime chunk. I can tell, because eventually one spawned. I'm gonna go kill it. Victory. We'll see if I can find that thing in time to record the next episode, otherwise I will have to do something entirely different. But that's okay, I'm good at figuring out entirely different things to do. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel to see more content from me, and if you'd like to help my channel grow, please share it with your friends. Goodbye and God bless.